have to put happiness on a pedestal. We have to. Do you know how many millionaires I know that are miserable? Almost all of them. We have to change this conversation. Let me tell you why. It's not sustainable. People want to blame suicide and all the gun violence and all the bad stuff on social media. Let me tell you guys something. There is no social media. Social media is empty. We fill it. We're social media. Social media is not making you bad. You're bad. Social media is exposing us. It's not changing us. You're in control. Not the phone, not Instagram, you. And if you want to get rid of the phone, good. And if you want to limit your time on Instagram, good. And if you want to stop looking at the likes and post what you actually want, or instead of exposing your body for more likes, good. You're in control, not them. Stop blaming the machine. Start blaming yourself. My friends, I can see it in your collective faces. You know I'm right. I know I'm right. We all know it's right. My question is, what are you going to do about it? Do you have the courage to take the way you're feeling right now and leave and go make a post without the perfect lighting, with no makeup, without the right angle, and actually talk the truth? Do you have that courage? Because I promise you, you will be much happier as a human being if you start doing it. Much. Enough with filters and angles and glow lights. Enough with guys buying fake watches and suits. You're tricking no one, dick. Tricking no one. You're tricking no one. This is a warfare of happiness versus perceived happiness. My friends, this is a warfare of happiness versus perceived happiness. This is the greatest generation of perceived happy. People are going to go on vacation this holiday season just for the Instagram photo to send back for everybody to see. Going to go on a vacation they can't afford to make it look like they're successful. Who else is tired of this bullshit? We need to flip the world. We need to flip this. Both work, again, it's very important you hear this. I'm a businessman. I'm trying to build huge businesses. But I like the process of building it, not what it can buy me. Almost every fake entrepreneur in here wants to start a business to sell it, to buy something. That's why you're not gonna build it. My friends, if you're building a business right now and thinking about how quickly you can sell it, I can promise you, you already lost. And this is all happening while the economy is phenomenal. This has been over the last 10 years when everything's easy. This is the easiest time. How many people here are entrepreneurs or startup founders? Raise your hands. If you're one of those people and your business is not crushing it during this time, you suck. And that's okay. I suck at a lot of things. I suck at tennis, I suck at school, I suck at skiing. I'm just telling you, as a friend, if you just raised your hand and you've been doing it for 3 years and it's not annihilating it right now during the easiest time in the history to build a business, you need to really go home and look yourself in the mirror. Because let me remind you, being the number 2 or the number 4 or the number 8 at Tesla or Facebook or Instagram made a lot more money than the number 1 of your bullshit startup. This is about self-awareness. Do you know yourself? This is about finally having the conversation that you need to have, and you need to tell your mother or father you're done living your life based on what they want. It's time for you to tell your spouse, sister, brother, husband, that you're done living your life for them. Hardest conversation. I do not stand up here and say that so easily. I just know it's true. Have you thought about starting at a side hustle level, carving out 2 hours a day that doesn't exist right now, so you can start it, and God willing, after 2 years of 2 or 3 hours a day, it gives you enough fire where you think you can then make the flip and go there.
But is God willing a strategy?
No, God willing is a saying if you actually work 2 hours a day every day and are smart and bring value, you may have a business.
Okay, so...
But it's an important point, because what I like about you, and I'm sensing it very quickly, is there's a level of practicality and clarity. I think the most practical, clear situation that you're dealing with is you've got something you want to do practically for your priority, but you want something for yourself. And the way to do that is to actually do that for yourself. You're just gonna have to put in 2 hours a day at first, because you don't have the luxury to put in 15. But if you nail those 2 hours, by the way, my first book was just this, and I have thousands and tens of thousands of stories of people for 4 years doing it for 1 hour after work, and then finally something clicked, and they were able to make the switch. This just requires one very difficult thing: patience. That's it, brother. And that's your weakness.
It kills me.
I know.
I respect that. I've seen videos of you. You say it's not about what you do from 9 to 5. It's about what you do from 5 to 9. And I admire that. And that little sentence has got me very far. I've developed amazing things from that. But the patience thing is killing me.
Bro,
it's killing me.
Let me tell you why I'm tricky. I just realized this very recently. I'm like, oh, right. I'm saying a lot of things. I didn't realize you had to do all of them. It's like cooking a meal. You might be good at the hustle part. You might be good at understanding people. You might be good at giving. You might be good at taking care of people. But if you're bad at patience, the whole thing falls. If you're great at patience, but you don't have the work ethic, it falls. If you're great at patience and the work ethic, but you treat people bad, it falls. I'm like, oh, right. This is why it's challenging. You need to get all 16 ingredients right to make this actually work. And the patience for the ambitious is the hardest. Do you know how ambitious I am? If I didn't have patience, I was in a liquor store at 27 years old ringing up my friends at the register. I had a patience. My priority was my parents too. I wanted to build them a humongous business for how they parented me. I left that business at 34 years old. I didn't have any money. I started VaynerMedia in a conference room in another company because I didn't have enough money to pay for rent. I was patient. And I'm 44 and I haven't even started. Bro, you got time. How old are you?
27.
I'm done. I'm out. Next. I'm out.
First, I just want to say thank you. 3 years ago, I quit my 9-to-5 job. I had 3,000 dirhams in my bank account. And when I made that decision to quit my job, it was a lot of it because I was consuming your content. So I have a lot to say. Thank you, because I quit my job and now I have my own business. It's only been 3 years, but it's financially healthy. I am so happy. So the first thing I just want to say is thank you. You mean the world to me more than you would ever know.
Thank you.
No, you really
By
do.
the way,
you really do.
I'm sorry to apologize. There's a lot of people thinking right now. Let me tell you something that is very real. It's not for everybody, but there's a very big percentage of people in here that admiration is way more interesting than making $100,000 today. And if you're lucky that your DNA is similar to mine, it's about providing value with no expectation. None. I love you too. People say to me, Gary, you're wrong. I give all the time and I get walked all over. I go, no, you don't. You're not giving, you're manipulating because you're fake giving and you want something in return. Giving is only when you expect nothing in return. I don't want your 7-day trial, but then you sell me. I don't want your free course and then it actually is trying to sell me. Giving is giving, period.
The expensive of running the business here in Dubai, now that it's getting to 3 years, I just feel that it's just weighing me down and it's not making me feel happy anymore.
So move.
And so my question then is, I know, because I knew you would say that, Alex, then just move. But then what happens when all of my businesses, a lot of, like 80% of my business is here, my clients.
Save money.
Yeah.
Move and do it again.
Cool.
You said the most important part, Alex. You said you're not happy.
Yeah, and I'm not, I don't.
You were not happy in your job, you quit it, you made yourself happy. Now you're 3 years in, and you're not happy, so move. The good news for you is, unlike for a lot of people here, you've already taken a jump once. Do it again.
And I'm happy here when I'm with my clients doing what I love.
I don't care.
Okay, cool.
I have a problem, which is like if I don't have a plan, let's say if I want to go to Everest, if I don't have a map, I cannot go to the top.
That's bad.
Yeah. That's why I take too much time to plan my thing. What do you advise?
That's the game. Why?
Because I feel like if I don't know the way how I would reach to the top.
Yeah,
say,
listen, this is why a lot of people are not entrepreneurs. Your framework is an incredible number 4 executive. I need you to work for me. It's unlikely that you'll build anything successful with that much fear of the unknown.
So,
one of 2 things.
yes.
Start practicing on doing things without a map,
Okay.
or put the map down and go follow somebody else.
Thank you.
You understand? That's your only 2 options. Got it? And there is, listen to me. Listen to me. There is nothing wrong with following somebody else. There's nothing wrong with being a number 2, 3, 4. This whole generation that everybody has to be a founder and CEO and entrepreneur is ludicrous. It's ludicrous. In the same way that everybody should have been good and went to college 20 years ago. It's ludicrous. So, if you want it so bad ideologically, you gotta start going into the forest without a map. You gotta try. If you're incapable, you're gonna have to take a step back and say, I'm gonna follow somebody else.